7.0, looking at life through the eyes of a tire hub. Eating seeds is a pastime activity. The toxicity of our city, Now, what do you own the world? How do you own disorder? Now, somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Disorder. More wood for the fires of neighbors. Flashlight reveries caught in the headlights of a truck. Eating seeds is a pastime activity. The toxicity of our city, Now, what do you own the world? How do you own disorder? Now, somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Disorder. I forgot the last lyric. When I became the sun, I shone life into the man's heart. When I became the sun, I shone life into the man's heart. When I became the sun, I shone my life. When I became the sun, I shone life into a man's heart. When I became the sun, I shone life into a man's heart. Okay, so I want to share some thoughts with you that I have about this song. The city is all of us. You know, the city is the people. In Hebrew thought, a house is a family. Bet. The house. It's a family. It's a group of people. And a group of houses is a city. So a city is a group of families. It's talking about the toxicity of the people. I never understood this lyric until I just sang it. Flashlight reveries caught in the headlights of a truck. So what's a reverie? It's a daydream. Just thinking about the past. Flashlight reveries. caught in the headlights of a truck. It's like the headlights of the truck cause this reverie, remembering lighting up the darkness, and coming to understand the night. But you're about to get hit by a truck. You're sitting here thinking about this, but you're about to be hit by a truck. I need to top off my aquarium. Sorry, it sounds like someone pissing in the toilet next to me. It's pretty funny. Anyway, it's like what do you own the world? How do you own disorder? We're animals. There's disorder with animals. Where there's violence, it's disorder, right? You say, well, Julian, animals have order. They enforce it with violence because it's disorder. When I became the sun, I shone life into a man's heart. So that seems to me to be from the perspective of God. Okay. I brought the, what do you call it? The hang on the back filter. I brought it forward to streamline the stream. Conversion software version 7.0. Okay. What does that mean? It's the people who are being converted, right? Software version 7.0. This is the 7th implementation of this effort to change the people. That's what it says, right? Looking at life through the eyes of a tire hub. That's a weird lyric. Eating seeds is a pastime activity. I don't know. When I think of eating seeds, I think of, I don't know. First of all, symbolically, dude, eating seeds is a pastime activity. So the parable of the sower, there's seed coming out of a sack. Some of it falls upon the surface of the path, and the birds come and snatch that seed off the path. And whenever Jesus finishes telling the parable of the sower, his disciples are like, yeah, but what does it mean? And Jesus said, he said that the birds are those who would snatch the truth out of a man before it could take root. Eating seeds is conversion software version 7.0. Looking at life through the eyes of a tire hub. I don't know. So just trying to make sense of that lyric. You're going somewhere. You're in motion. You're in motion. And you're looking at life in this context of being in motion. Everything's in motion, going somewhere. Something's being converted into eating seeds. Because you are a party to this. And eating seeds is a pastime activity and building this toxicity. It's the man singing the song who's intoxicating the city, who is hurting the people. What do you own the world? How do you own disorder? Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. So they say the song's about a certain city, right? I say it's not necessarily the case. But think about the imagery evoked here. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. I mean, the city is as a prison. Or like an insane asylum, it sounds more like. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep, disorder. Man, I love this song. This is a really good song. But it's so evil. But then he seems to speak from a different perspective at the end. And we are presented a solution to the toxicity of our city. When I became the sun, I shone life into the man's hearts. This is God, right? This is the Holy Ghost. Whenever God became the Son, he shone life into the man's hearts. And whenever God becomes us and we become his sons, we shine life into men's hearts. So think about the things that you consume and try to understand them. Look this up, 6-7. Do you know what that means? Look up the etymology of the word juggle and look up the Hebrew gematria of 6-7. Love you, brothers and sisters. Have a good day.